Good afternoon. It is a beautiful Saturday and I am spending it gardening. Super exciting. So I've been spending a little time with this plant right here. Very tall and spindly. The garden has been a little bit overgrown for a while. I don't know if you can see, but it's been, and it needs a little TLC. I need to spend a little time on it. And so I've been trying to get the weeds back, and this particular plant, it's all summer long, no matter what I've done. I've tried to put rocks around it. I have cut back the rose bushes that were next to it that were kind of forcing it over, but nothing's been able to keep it stable and up. And so finally this morning there's a bar out front that has a little loop across the top, and it's really to stabilize the plant. And so I was trying to put it in, and there's a little half circle across the top, and it has like a inside hook, and trying to get the 3 stalks inside, I'd get 2 in, another one would fall out, and I was getting so frustrated. And if I were to be honest, I actually do talk to my plants on occasion, and I said, oh my gosh, out loud, I'm like, I am just trying to help you. And I was kind of struck by that statement. It kind of made me laugh, so I finally kind of shoved it in there, and the leaves got a little broken, and there's a little tear in one of the stalks, and I kind of stepped back, and I finally got it in. I'm sweaty and I'm getting frustrated, and I thought, wow, that is a little bit like, I think I project how God probably thinks about us every once in a while. Oh my gosh, I'm just trying to help you. So I just kind of wanted to share today what it would mean to hear God's voice. I am confident that I am not the only person who, when going through changes or life circumstances or even a rough day, I think to myself, oh my gosh, where are you? I can't hear you. I'm spending time. I am doing all the right things. And I think that sometimes we really want to hear something big and bold, and He's a little more gentle than that. And so, like with this plant, the little rocks, pruning things back, sometimes God's really working and it doesn't look like it. We see that friendship kind of fade away, or we have a change at work, or we find ourselves having a hard time processing information with a certain situation or in a certain season of life, and we can get really frustrated and say, God, where are you? And sometimes He just has to shove us in the direction that we need to go. So like with this job, I don't know if you remember, some of you are probably new, but a couple months ago I left a job that I really loved, and yet there were some things that weren't really serving me as a person, but I believe in the values and the mission of that space, and so I stayed, but I'm not sure I was meant to. I know everything happens for a reason and a season, but God finally created a pocket of time and circumstances where I was really forced to walk away from it, and I think that I was kind of missing His voice. He was giving me direction. He was giving me words of encouragement and words of wisdom, and that little still soft voice inside. But it wasn't until He kind of jammed me in the thing, right? He kind of forced my hand, that I realized that I really needed to make a shift. And it was funny because even though I could kind of see that, I was still hurt by it, even though I can totally see that it is what it is. Your checkbook is what it is. Your circumstances are as they are, but sometimes you kind of do the what if thing, and that's what I've been doing the last couple of weeks. And so I want to encourage you, if you are feeling like God's just shoving you into a new space, or maybe you've been really offended by something or hurt by something, or you're feeling like, man, He is not answering my prayer. Sometimes His no or His wait is on purpose, and sometimes that quiet, it's on purpose. And so just do not think that for a second He's gotten off track himself, that he doesn't know where you're going, because he does, and he knows that he has a plan for you. The Bible says that his plan for you is good. It is not to do harm or evil, but to do a good thing in your life. And so please just hang in there, spend some time with him today. It is beautiful outside today. I know that a lot of times when I spend time in the garden or at the park, that's when I hear his voice the best, and sometimes it's going to be quiet, so you're going to have to listen. But just don't forget that sometimes that shoving and the pulling and the damage along the way, it doesn't mean you're on the wrong track. Sometimes it just means that God's trying to do something different and new, and do not give up your faith. And so be blessed today. I'm just thinking about you guys. I'm praying for good things, and I just know that I'm going to start hearing stories from you guys about what God's done in your life, and I'm super excited. So don't forget to share. I'm going to go back to this mess over here. So have a great day. Love you guys. Bye.